Route 66.
66 the sexy way. Just got to go high here. Low is closed.
50.
He's had plenty of dots to
Has a
double eight
require
already.
109.
He's missed 5 of them. And it's only leg 2.
I wonder as time moves forward whether he may consider changing the play from the sides of the 16s and 8s and maybe play towards the tops.
109 yesterday. That was a
39.
really apt number for
And
Andy.
he requires
He
16.
hit that checkout twice, and one of them was to win a match against Stefan Bellmont. Had he not hit that finish, he might have had a very different day. Change of hockey position here for Andy.
Game shot
And
in the
in the
second
double
leg.
four once
Andy
again.
Bolton.
This is to win the match. And the luxury of just laying up
89.
for the double after 12, that tells you just how well he's playing. Everybody else in this group is going to have to play out of their skin just to get a win against him.
It's been a performance which has had the
100,
serenity of
and
the
he requires
Serengeti.
32.
But can Bolton get the 32 for a comfortable 4-0 win?
Game shot.
And 4-0
and
it
the
is
match,
to Bolton.
Andy Bolton.
A 95.5 average, a 4-0 success, and Andy Bolton kicks off day 2 in the same vein that he finished day 1.
That game against Bellmont yesterday, it felt like it took a long time. Yesterday,
Thomas, you require
second
145.
biggest finish of the day came from Thomas, 146. But this is a much more difficult out. When he hit that 146, it was 2 treble 19s. When you condense the scoring element of a
94.
finish like
Sebastian,
that,
you require
it makes it a little bit
56.
easier. 145, you've got to use 3 different parts of the board. Only
Game
2
shot in the
portions of
second
the board
leg.
needed
Sebastian
there.
Bialecki.
And Bialecki is 2-0 up. Point. Very close to the 57 for a shot at 3-1.
135.
That he will
Thomas,
take.
you require 101.
Well, to get that break he needs back. He's got an opportunity now. It's going to be a dart at tops for 2-2. With Bialecki sat on double 16.
61.
And once again, it's another dart
Sebastian,
at
you
tops, which
require
goes just
32.
above the wire. And Bialecki is back for 3-1.
Had a lot of misses in this department yesterday. It's happening
16.
again.
Thomas, you require
He's got
40.
every right to feel frustrated by misses at 16s and 8s.
Game
And
shot
as
in
a
the fourth
result of
leg.
misses
Thomas
in that
Junghans.
department, he is now drawn level, and he's lost that advantage of that break that he got in the first leg of the contest. I'll give it 2 minutes before you're getting a message. There's one from Bialecki.
180.
And well timed
Thomas,
as
you
well.
require 120.
Bialecki took this out yesterday. Junghans looking to climb the ladder himself. Top rung. But dips just
100.
underneath. The second dart
Sebastian, you
really
require
obscured.
64.
I just get the feeling that maybe going all the way to the right-hand side to open the bed was the shot there. It's double 16. And it's another
48.
miss, but on the other side this time.
Thomas, you require 20.
They've both had 9 darts at a double. They've both hit 2. But Junghans gets another poke here. That was a crazy deflection. That's covered the top of the bed. That's really awkward.
It's an excellent camera angle to just to see how
10.
precarious that's dangled. You could see when the third
Sebastian,
dart
you
went in and
require
it dangled in.
16.
I think that deflected out of the bed. Be interested to see if we can get a second look at that at some point today. As Bialecki goes back for double 8. And he has to move across now.
He knows what's going on now. His facial expressions don't change much.
No score.
But this is starting to tick him off.
Thomas, you require 10.
And so Junghans comes back. Remember, he was 2-0 down in this game. And he's going to get one more dart at double 2 to lead. And this time he feels he may have to take it.
8.
This may be
Sebastian,
the
you require
craziest
16.
break of throw all week. Visits 7.
Game shot on the fifth
And he
leg.
breaks in
Sebastian
19 darts.
Bialecki.
Most important thing to him is setting up a shot for the match.
41.
Interesting. He had 47 there, and he decided to hit a 7 instead of a 15. He may have had enough on double 16 and double
140.
8.
Sebastian, you require 40.
And the change of game plan yields a
Game
win.
shot. And the
So
match,
watch out for
Sebastian
that
Bialecki.
over the course of today.
For it on the back last time. This time he's looking for treble 18 bull. And he's not going to get a go in the middle of the diddle. And so Lishman is back for
92.
106.
Tommy, you require
Same sort of route for
106.
this 106 if you don't get the 60. But he does. Double top. That
86.
was a very good attempt.
Stefan, you require
But
32.
Bellmont this time is looking at the next door neighbour of double 7, which he hit for the first leg.
Game
really
shot on the
good.
second leg. Stefan Bellmont.
Great use of the lie that he has naturally in the board.
We've had 8 for the day already.
So there you go. Let's compare that to
130.
yesterday overall, where we had
Stefan, you require
21.
130.
We're already approaching the halfway point of 180s of yesterday, and this is game 3.
Bellmont looking for 3-0, but he couldn't find the bumper this time into the treble bed. So
94.
good recovery the last, but
Tommy, you
Lishman here to
require
get his first
71.
leg of the day on the board. He's looking for 71. It's going to be the solitary dart at tops. Just above,
31.
and so Bellmont is back for 3-0.
Stefan, you require
Small
36.
margins. Just missed tops on a 106. Just missed tops on a 71. If you're going to miss double 18, miss it there. Look at Tommy in the background. He knows this is going in.
4.
He was wrong.
Tommy, you require 40.
This time he couldn't find the bumper. That's another good guide. This time for Lishman.
Game shot in
He
the third
finds
leg.
it, brings it
Tommy
back to
Lishman.
2-1.
What he wants is to join Bialecki on 8 points. He's not far away from it. In fact, he's 1 dart away from it.
64.
He's got time.
And oodles of it. Lishman looks like first dart on the treble 20, and he raises his eyebrows as to, of course, it's happened now, and there's
140.
no pressure
Stefan,
he
you
feels
require
on it.
40.
Well, this is for the match for Bellmont, and this would be to make it 4 victories in succession. It's double 10.
Game shot.
It's 4
And the
wins in a
match,
row for Stefan Bellmont,
Bellmont,
who's continuing to make a bit of a charge here at the Super Series. He gets the better of Tommy Lishman by 4 legs to 2.
So watch out for him right here. He might cause Bolton problems.
92.
You feel like as far as the rest of the pack are concerned, everyone is pretty much rooting for Bialecki in this one, because if he gets the 14 points after 7 games,
60.
it's a long way back. When you consider
you
the margin
require
of victory in the
109.
groups over recent weeks have been probably around 22, something around that mark, where he'd already be on the cusp of something like that as he looks for double 16
Game
for
shot in the
109 to
first
start.
leg.
And he's
Andy
been the
Bolton.
king of the 109s this week. That's his 3rd, and we are only in his 2nd game of day 2.
Require 109.
He comes back for 109 to finish the job off. He's going to get 1 at double 16. He only needs the 1 at double 16.
Andy
And
Bolton.
Andy Bolton wins a brilliant encounter here at the Super Series.
Oh,
The victory in the
109.
groups over recent weeks have been probably around 22, something around that mark, where he'd already be on the cusp of something like that as he looks for double 16
Game
for
shot in the
109 to
first
start.
leg.
And he's
Andy
been the
Bolton.
king of the 109s this week. That's his 3rd, and we are only in his 2nd game of day 2.
Out, you know. I've looked at Thomas's throw, and I can figure out who he's throwing like. Oh, it's a 109. And it's
Game
Bolton
shot on the
hitting it
third
again.
leg.
Just
Andy
like he did at the
Bolton.
end of his...
Triple 18 Bolt. Not going to happen this time. So Bialecki 105
39.
for 3-2.
Sebastian, you require 105.
And really, these should be darts to win the game because he missed a plethora for 3-1. And so it's treble 15. Or treble 19 was the play.
Well, again, he's trying to leave a double on the left side of the board.
And you require
I know it's with only
85.
one dart, so on that occasion, I'm okay with it. But fact remains that I think there's a different game plan that would be better for him.
52.
That bullseye shot could have been
Sebastian, you require
catastrophic
16.
for Bialecki.
Game
he
shot
finds
on the
double
fifth
eight this
leg.
time.
Sebastian Bialecki.
He leads 3-2.
But now he's got to watch in the background, and he watches as Bialecki pins that first dart into the treble 1. And do not discredit this 102 for Bolton.
117.
It's going to have to go.
And you require 102.
That's an interesting lead from Sebastian. Is he going to stay there? It was the intelligent play. And if Bolton is to win this
50.
match, he is going to have
Sebastian,
to dodge
you
match
require
darts.
4. Game
can't
shot.
dodge them.
And the match, Sebastian
Bialecki does himself a favour and also other players in the chasing pack a favour.
For us, but the last game before Christmas to be wearing jumpers, so.
Let's face it, the chill that comes off the North Sea, if you haven't experienced it, you might want to wrap up warm. Even when the
66.
temperature gauge says something in the region of 12 degrees, it can feel really cold because of the wind chill. And they're pretty hardened up there in the northeast on the coast. And it's fair to say that the Swiss
44.
know a thing or two about it being
Adam,
cold
you
as
require
well.
99.
Being one of the destinations in the world for skiing and for other winter sports.
Well, Bellmont's on a slippery slope in this one. Because double 10 to double his lead.
Game shot on the
Atkinson
second
finds
leg.
a 99.
Adam
He puts a
Atkinson.
flake in it. He leads 2-0. So always stir the spoon 16 times.
They've got therapists for things like that,
100.
Henry.
Anything I'd do, I'd make sure I'd do it 16 times.
Maybe you're just a very big Phil Taylor fan. Stefan's found himself the
26.
gap, but
Stefan,
now
you require 90.
he's got 2 visits to make it 2-2. And this is turning into a very classic game from this week. Somebody gets the hot start, but they can't keep it going.
Game shot
There
on
you
the
go,
fourth leg.
15 dart
Stefan
from Bellmont, and we're level at 2-2.
160.
And remember that Adam was 2-0 up, and he was playing beautifully at the time. What has changed?
60.
It has to be the fact that he has not got over the line this week. The closer you get to that line, the more you think about, I'm going to get my first win. You start thinking differently.
26. Stefan, you require 100.
It's like he wants the ground to swallow him up. Mate. See his hopes evaporated. Bellmont
Game
wins 4
shot.
on the
And a match,
spin to
Stefan
get the better of
Bellmont.
Atkinson by 4 legs to 2. And now, that's 5 wins from 5 for Stefan.
It throws a little bit of something different on the fire, or on the flame, you could say. Oh,
Is it in? It's in!
180.
What is it about me and you in the commentary box and that line?
sorry I couldn't hear you. I've just been deafened.
100. Tommy, you require
That was a
84.
very unusual 180. But think about it this way. He scores the maximum. Look at his reaction.
Game
His
shot on the
reaction
second leg.
is to get
Tommy
another
Lishman.
15 darter. He would take a 140 here. And a lot of people
98.
would have stayed on the 60 with dart too. Because if he gets 120, you think he can lay up for whatever he wants. Right there, going for the 18s. It wasn't really the percentage play,
100.
but
Tommy,
it
you
hasn't
require
harmed his
66.
chances of winning this 3rd consecutive leg. Double 12.
Game shot in the third leg.
Superb.
Tommy
He's actually getting
Lishman.
better. Before the end of this contest, I suppose we have to say that in Tommy's first game, where he averaged 88.02,
140.
that was 1/100th of a point
82.
more than what he averaged all day yesterday. Does Thomas get a shot at double finally? He does, and it must be hit.
42.
That may be the only dart he
Tommy, you
gets
require
at a double.
44.
Motown for Tommy for his worst leg, but he won't care as long as he takes it out.
Game.
Absolutely
shot. And the match,
sublime.
Tommy Lishman.
98.56 is average. That was hit on double 15.
Yeah, it's got the luxury of time, though, in this leg. Bialecki back on 227.
100.
And he's going to lay up for the 52 upon his return. Bialecki can only try and apply ample enough pressure. Pressure.
140.
Ladled on the shoulders of Stefan
you require
Bellmont now.
52.
Such a lovely release on that third dart. It didn't register the 60, but at least he gave it a chance. 10s for Belly.
42. Sebastian, you require 87.
Stay straight. Stay straight. That was just a little bit greedy,
72.
and look what happened at the
Stefan,
end
you
as well.
require
That just
10.
makes you feel even worse. The only way that Sebastian can feel even worse again is if double 2 goes in.
8.
And he's very fortunate to come back
Sebastian,
for
you
15.
require 15.
It's going to be double 4. This could be an important moment. Double 2 for the break. The
Game
target
shot in
that
the third
Bellmont's
leg.
just missed is the
Sebastian
one that
Bialecki.
Bialecki finds. He leads 2-1 with a breaker throw in his leisure.
Some of them are very easy to figure out. There's that angle. That's more like the dart that he throws that kinks to the right.
100.
Well, the top level domain in Switzerland is .ch. That was made available in 1987. Very popular in Sweden, but just a bit of a weird
170.
one.
Sebastian, you
It's
require
actually used around the
100.
world for domain hacks.
Let's not go down that route then. Let's go to tops instead.
Game shot in the fourth leg.
3-1
Sebastian Bialecki.
to man from POL. He's quite deliberate so far today, just working his way towards his optimum rhythm.
140.
You can leave a finish from 3-1-2. A good number here is 145. He's not going to find that.
96.
So it
Stefan,
should
you
be
require
3-2
103.
Bialecki in the next 6 darts.
Just has a little look over to the scoreboard. And so double 16 is his double of choice.
Game
Pins the
shot in
double
fifth
16
leg.
for a
Stefan
tongue topper
Bellmont.
to bring it back to 3-2. However, this is the crucial leg as far as Sebastian Bialecki is concerned. So 98 for Bialecki to get the job done. That slip into the 5 means that it's 93 left. So down for trouble 19 he went. And so Bellmont needs a big one. He needs a big one to keep this game
Stefan, you
alive.
require
148 is
148.
when he requires a Bialecki left on double 16 for the match.
Hasn't spent a great deal of time in the bottom left
60.
corner in this game.
Sebastian, you require 32.
And he's on the cusp of winning again. Double 4 on the right side of the board.
Game shot.
And he
the
wins
match,
on the right side of the
Sebastian
board by
Bialecki.
4 legs to 2. He will go to 6 points for the day. Doesn't have fancy grip technology on the darts. He's been using something akin to this his whole adult life.
80.
But this time he's looking to change for the 109 and make it a 112. He's himself back on double 16, and he's had trials and tribulations on this left-hand side of the board over the course of the last couple of days. But he's going to
72.
put under a
and you
little bit of
require
pressure, but
32.
you'd sense that he should clear up from here. Clear up
Game
he
shot in the
does.
second leg.
Third time of asking.
Bolton.
It's 2-0 to Bolton. He gets the break.
He might even be resigned to the fact that defeat is imminent. Doesn't have to go for this. And doesn't.
32.
Very smart.
Board management of the highest order from Andy Bolton.
It's the equivalent of having 3 putts to win a hole. What do? You don't
59.
have a massive run at the
And
hole.
you
You just put
require
it within
8.
a dustbin lid. Put it within 3 feet. And then tap it towards the hole next time.
Game shot in the third leg.
And take
Andy
care of it
Bolton.
there. Wonderful, wonderful stuff from Andy Bolton. That Junghans was going to be staring at this 1-4-1 with Bolton not even going the bullseye. He wasn't sure that Thomas could do it. But he almost
117.
did.
Andy, you require 64.
And so to bounce back in perfect style, it's going to be one. A double 16.
32.
And it wasn't far away. And
Thomas, you
Junghans double
require
12
24.
to get something on the board.
Last start in hand.
12.
And he misses,
Andy, you
meaning that he
require
could be
32.
bageled twice in a row in the middle of Tuesday's session.
Game, shot,
Bolton just
and
too
the match,
good.
Andy Bolton.
The average, excellent. But unfortunately for Junghans, he will remain on 6 points in the table. Treble 19 for double. Gets a shot at it.
96.
Even though he's missed that,
Tommy,
that was
you
a really
require
positive
98.
effort. Tommy would love a shot at double 19 himself. Not anymore.
58.
So
Adam, you require
for the break
19.
in the opening leg, 19 is what Atkinson wants. This is perhaps the most nervy split of all on the board. Central to the free.
Game
5
shot
straight
first
in the middle
leg.
of the double
Adam
8.
Atkinson.
And the way those darts went in the board, they were confident darts.
Treble 19 for double. Gets a shot at it.
96.
Even though he's missed that,
Tommy,
that was
you
a really
require
positive
98.
effort. Tommy would love a shot at double 19 himself. Not anymore.
58.
So
Adam, you require
for the
19.
break in the opening leg, 19 is what Atkinson wants. This is perhaps the most nervy split of all on the board. Central to the free.
Game
5
shot
straight
first
in the middle
leg.
of the double
Adam
8.
Atkinson.
And the way those darts went in the board, they were confident darts.
He's already hit double 18 in this match. When he didn't want to. And now he doesn't get a shot at it. So many routes for 104. Depends which double you want to leave.
92. Tommy, you require
Do you want to leave
104.
tops? Go 16s. Clever. Very, very
Game shot on the
clever.
fourth leg. Tommy Lishman.
I really do admire some of the things he's done the last couple of days. It's all changed. The better player now is the man with the red hair.
180.
He's not someone who has concerned himself with things like Q School or Challenge Tour. This year, it's baby steps.
64. Tommy, you require 48.
But this could be a big year for him. If he kicks on from here and has success at the Motor Super Series,
Game shot on the fifth
who knows
leg.
what
Tommy
could be
Lishman.
next, because that's an 11 darter. The second one of the game. Now, plan B here, if he doesn't get the 57, has got to be the double 19. He's going for the treble.
57.
Whether you agree with
Tommy,
it or
you
not,
require 10.
he doesn't find it. If you want a shot at double top, you've got a double 19 begging to be hit there. How about double 2?
8. Adam, you require
Oh, well,
40.
well. 5 match darts missed. And somehow, Atkinson is still alive.
Are we potentially seeing another sliding doors moment in this match? Double 10. Fives. Last chance.
35.
Underneath. And the shake of the head
Tommy, you
just
require
sums up the
2.
emotions and the feelings of Adam Atkinson right now.
1 up.
No score.
1 not in.
Adam, you require
It's now
5.
7 match darts. And after a triple split, Adam's on 5. Can he do what Lishman could not?
Double 2 for 3-3. Has to move across. But
1.
can't find the double. And Lishman
Tommy,
is
you
back
require
to
2.
get over the line once again. Madhouse again. Is it going to be victory again for Lishman?
Game.
Yes,
shot,
it's the
and
answer. He
match,
gets over the
Tommy
line by
Lishman.
4 legs to 2.
It's not
Require
that.
32.
Drawback means bringing the dart back towards your face or indeed your collarbone in the case of Bolton
No
here.
score. Stefan, you require 160.
Whereas Bellmont, when he brings the dart back towards his face, it's not deep at all. How deep is your love for a 160?
140.
He was just trying
And
to
he
save it. He
requires
knew it was
32.
out of the hand a little bit late. Good try.
Well, this has been an
Game shot on the
interesting
first leg. Andy Bolton.
double for Andy Bolton this week. This time it's pinned.
That in a second, because Bolton's just hit a huge, huge 174 to leave this shot. Almost
59.
takes a 2-0 lead and probably will anyway. But if you cast your mind back to 2010, they were going to have the Premier League finals at Wembley Arena and there was a power cut. As a result, all of the fans were sent home. They could not stage it that night.
81.
The following night it happened.
Andy, you require 32.
And that's the night that Taylor got the 2 9 darters. It was all in the stars.
Well, the star's going to line for Bolton in this
Game shot on the
leg.
second leg.
Well, he's liking
Andy
double
Bolton.
16 now. 13 darter, 2-0 lead, 103 average for Andy Bolton. He's playing. He's rolling his eyes over 140s. 106 to finish what has been an encapsulating performance from Andy Bolton.
128. Andy, you require 106.
Be another one in the 5-visit region. Treble 18. Double 16 for a 4-0 win.
74.
And he wasn't far away, and this may well be the only
Stefan, you
opportunity
require
Stefan Bellmont
24.
gets to save the match.
That was so close.
Game
And that
shot on
one's
the fourth
beautifully
leg.
done.
Stefan Bellmont.
So he's not going to be done to 0. Mistakes from Andy. I wonder what Andy's going to be doing over the summer.
97.
Plenty of big tournaments in Scotland that he can keep sharp with. Challenge Tour potentially. He would dearly love to be back here at the beginning of August. Ideally on the 5th of August, because that's Champions Night.
83. Andy, you require 104.
To round off a marvellous performance. It's going to be a data double 12 for a 4-1 win for Andy
Game,
Bolton.
shot,
And
and the
what a
match,
performance from
Andy
Andy Bolton.
Again, just thinking well. He's got 136 with 2 darts. He knows if he hits 2 treble 16s, he leaves tops. That's really good board management. Good thinking.
180.
But
Tommy,
the
you
complexity
require
of this leg has
72.
changed a little bit in the last 8 seconds.
2 trials of Lishman. How handy is that for him?
Game shot on
Very
the second
handy.
leg. Tommy
Level we are, one
Lishman.
apiece. Just as Bialecki was beginning to put the pressure on. Level we are, 1-1.
Have you noticed that dart players are almost uniform these days?
180.
How many dart players do you know that don't have a tattoo? Not many dart players have no facial hair.
180.
There's the 4. Oh, and he's got another dart that is rejected from the flight.
64. Sebastian, you require 32.
For 3-2, 32. Can he find an angle? It's like Dartshire vu for Bialecki right now. Can he find a way
No
through?
score.
No is the answer. He had to move the whole
Tommy,
length of the
require
Oki across.
30.
And so Lishman is back for double 15.
Game shot on the
And a
fifth leg.
3-2
Tommy
lead as well.
Lishman.
And after everything that Bialecki has done in this game, he's got the most 180s. He's had the most darts at double. He's now losing it. And he
Sixth
might
leg
be
is
losing
Tommy
his
to throw
undefeated
first.
record for
Game
Tuesday.
on.
'Just pulled it.
85.
Just rocked that first
Tommy
dart.
required 28.
But it was the flight flicking the previous flight. It was not the point having the impact.
Game,
Perfect marker.
shot, and the match.
Perfectly
Tommy
used.
Lishman.
And now Tommy Lishman gets himself to 8 points and 4th place in the table.
55 for an opening leg break for the Pooley, who's been in the middle of a hoolie in this group.
Game shot on the first leg.
But he leads
Adam
1-0 with a
Atkinson.
break of throw. That never say die spirit, which you can see emblazoned on the back of his shirt, is something that he's going to have
Second
to
leg
draw
is Adam
upon.
to throw first. Game
And
on.
the early indications are there is not a wilt.
You can find out why.
And he's been trying all manner of routes to try and change that. We've actually seen him change his foot position on the Oki during scoring visits and things like that. But for one reason he hasn't found a way is Junghans piled in a 1-8, which completely changes the complexion of this leg. And now this 115 is must hit for the double break and a 3-0 lead. It's a dart at tops.
95.
It's just underneath and Junghans returns.
She requires 16.
Fabulous Max. How good is his double 4? How good is his 4?
12.
Taking too much time. Trying to be too precise.
Adam, you require 20.
We all want to be Swiss quartz. But every now and again, you've just got to let time tick by. Double 5. The 3-0. And those 2 breaks of throw.
Game shot on the
That's
third
what he
leg.
has. Can he
Adam
convert what he
Atkinson.
could not in game 15 yesterday?
Require
And
124.
he hastened to say that maybe he needed to have 6 darts from this kind of position to get the job done. I would stay on the 60 here. Absolutely the right thing to do. Bravo, Adam.
100.
Good board management, great execution, and you're finally going to get match darts.
And you have to admire the tenacity of Adam Atkinson. If at first you don't succeed,
100.
you
Adam,
try
you require
and you
24.
try and you try again. Double 6.
12.
But the opportunity comes and
Thomas, you
goes.
require 88.
You can be that close to winning. And then all of a sudden, someone can pick your pocket.
81.
Junghans comes up dry. And
Adam,
Adam
you require
goes
12.
for the 3 o'clock double to finally register his first 2 points of the week.
To finally claim a W. Double 3. One more left.
Game,
One more
shot,
found.
And, the
And
match,
Adam Atkinson is
Atkinson.
into the winner's enclosure here at the Live Lounge in Portsmouth. He's got over the line. An ironic celebration. For the 9th time of trying, Adam Atkinson crosses the finishing line.
2 hits. Opening break of throw.
9.
No. More problems on double 8.
Tommy, you require
He's not
25.
the only person here this week who's having trials there. Well, this is interesting. Well, it's pretty simple. Treble 7, double 1. No. He nearly got it as
17.
well. That would have
Andy,
been
you
the
require
strangest
16.
finish in Motor Super Series history had he done that. I know how he thinks.
Game shot
But
on
he
the
is
first
1-0
leg.
down.
Andy Bolton.
Welcome back to the love-hate relationship of Andy Bolton and Double 8. This time it's a friend. Stolen the darts off of Bolton.
I'm just having a look into tomorrow's fixture list.
96.
Lishman and Bolton will play each
Tommy,
other
you
in game
require
6 tomorrow.
105.
So the end of round 2. Double top.
65.
Misses the line and length.
And do you require
And
113?
we could get our first hold of throw in this match. We still could. Double 18.
Game shot on the fourth
Wonderful
leg.
15
Andy
darter. And you can
Bolton.
see what that hold of throw means to the X Factor.
Anyway, less about your career.
180. And do you require 164?
To win in style, Andy Bolton 164. You will get a wriggle if Bolton could have pinned that.
But Lishman could lose this game after hitting 4
96.
maximums. He's missed
Tommy,
9
you
darts
require
at double, though.
146.
We can't ignore that. They're both averaging 94. And this is a much easier chance than 1-2-1.
84.
This should
And do you
guarantee
require
at least
68?
1 dart for the match. Double 16. He's
Game
gone and done
shot.
it.
And the match,
It's a very
Andy
good day
Bolton.
once again. 8 points, so 4 wins from 5. And he bolsters his position as number 1 in the table. If you aren't aware, there was a little competition between Dan Dawson and Chris Murphy for a few years for something called the Nitin Kumar Cup.
95. Stefan,
believe
you
he was the
require
last person to win it.
150.
But though also, you can't have a fish finger sandwich in the middle of a game here at the Super Series just to make it a bit more impartial.
60. Thomas, you require 92.
Can he finally get that leg? Chooses the bull route now. There was a case for treble
52.
13 there.
Stefan, you
Because
require
if he
90.
thinks he's not going to get another visit, he could have stayed on the 13s. $87 means 51. Come on, Thomas. There's nothing in the way
38.
this time.
Thomas, you require
We want you to hit
40.
it.
This will be dart more of hope than expectation at this point. Double 5.
30. Stefan, you
The
require
well is
52.
dry. And when Stefan was given a shot at double 12 in the previous leg, he hit it immediately. And he's
Game
hit
shot on
double
the
8 as
second
well.
leg. Stefan Bellmont. Stefan, you require
doesn't even finish.
138.
And this could go, you know. Double 12.
Game shot on the
That
third
is not
leg.
just good.
Stefan Bellmont.
That is absolutely outstanding.
So to seal a 4-0 win to end his day. And to compound Thomas Junghans' misery.
26.
But for once, there's a blemish on
Thomas,
the
you
doubles.
require
Well, there you go, Thomas.
138.
You've got the shot that Stefan took. Different route. Different result.
$98. Stefan, you require 16.
To finish in the top 3 after 2 days. It's double 2.
12.
Maybe
Thomas, you
Thomas is
require
going to get a leg
40.
after all.
Tens.
20.
10 missed darts a
Stefan,
double
you require 4.
for Thomas Junghans. And Bellmont comes back for double 2 to seal a 4-0 success. Pick a side. Can you find a way?
No score.
No is the answer.
Stefan has
Thomas,
actually
you
had more
require
darts at double
20.
now than Thomas. Now they've had the same amount. They've both had 12 in the game.
No
And
score.
Thomas still can't find the outer ring.
Stefan, you require 4.
He's starting to think that the doubles are like the Scarlet Pimpernel.
So double
Game,
two for
shot,
Stefan
and
Bellmont
that's
to seal a
Stefan
4-0 success
Bellmont.
against Thomas Junghans, for whom really it's been a day to forget.
A positive reaction.
This would feel like a steal for Bialecki. If he can pin tops, and he
74.
wasn't too far away. He hasn't really
Adam, you require
been
20.
in the leg. It was dominated by Atkinson, but he's had a dart to win it as the Paulie comes back for tens.
Your guess is as good as mine. He can probably see about 20% of that bed.
6.
Had to go high. Had no
Sebastian,
option.
you require 40.
And so for 1-0,
Game shot on the first
Bialecki
leg.
breaks
Sebastian
in a leg that
Bialecki.
was dominated by Adam Atkinson. He's taken those small crumbs of comfort, however you can find them. The small bits that you can then add up in the late equation. Tomorrow is going to be a day of building confidence. And moments like this will help build that confidence. And he's
Sebastian, you
forced
require
Bialecki
90.
here to take out this 90 to move 3-1 up. It's only going to be a dart at the bull. It's not even going to be that. And so Atkinson's back for 2 apiece.
50.
I'm not sure about that dart at
Adam,
all.
you require 40.
Maybe he was just trying to hit the dart to nestle it in the small 20, but that was a risky shot.
Game shot on the fourth leg. Adam
That's a
Atkinson.
16 dart break.
He's going to have the luxury of time from 166 to wrap up a 4-2 victory, and it looks as if he's going to set it up quite handily indeed.
105.
61 upon his return for a 5-visit leg to get the job done for Sebastian Bialecki.
$99. Sebastian, you require 61.
To keep Andy Bolton honest. He went 21 for tops. Tops is what he finds.
Game,
Tops is what he
shot,
gets.
And the match,
And
Sebastian
Sebastian
Bialecki.
Bialecki keeps tabs on Andy Bolton at the top of the table in Group A.